Hello everyone. We now discuss here last part from that polymer chemistry, that is antioxidants and stabilizers. That for to improve the qualities of polymer materials, some adhesives, some chemicals are required to add in polymer during their preparation. That materials are nothing but antioxidants and stabilizers. That certain substances used to improve physical and mechanical properties of polymers, that are known as antioxidants. That antioxidants are chemicals which are required to added in that polymer material during manufacturing of polymers, and that materials are essential so as to improve physical and mechanical properties of that polymer materials. That antioxidants are used to protect polymers from heat and oxygen aging. Then that inhibit oxidation, which takes place when polymers react with atmospheric oxygen. That antioxidants plays important role during molding and casting of plastics. Because of that antioxidant materials, molding and casting of polymer material become easier. There are different type of antioxidant materials that are used. First is primary antioxidizers. That primary antioxidants, they based on radical mechanism, they absorb the atmospheric oxygen which is responsible for oxidation of polymer material, and that action is based on radical reaction. They generate hydroxy radical and peroxy radical. Peroxy means ROO dot. Then alkoxy radicals also they generate and thereby absorb the atmospheric oxygen and thereby reduces the oxidation of polymer materials. Here, then next type is secondary antioxidants, that are hydroperoxide scavengers, and that are used to remove hydroperoxides formed by action of primary antioxidants on the polymers. Then that secondary antioxidants, they act as a radical scavenger to remove peroxy radicals, alkoxy radicals, hydroxy radicals, and alkoxide radicals also. That secondary antioxidants act as a hydroperoxide scavenger. They reduces the activity of hydroperoxide material. That is, they used to remove hydroperoxides, that is ROOH, that is O bonding peroxide is there. That one is formed from primary antioxidant. That hydroperoxides are less reactive and undergo homolytic bond breaking to form new radicals, and that are less reactive, therefore they require more reactive antioxidants. Then next is Thermal stabilizers. These are some. There are some stabilizers used to improve quality of polymer materials. That are first are here thermal stabilizers that are used in medical equipment preparation of polymer based medical equipments. They are used so as to protect polymer against high temperature during that high temperature during processing, storage, and autoclaving for that polymer instruments. Um, and that heat stabilizers trap HCl generated when that thermal stabilizers also known as heat stabilizers, and they trap HCl generated when that polymer decomposes at a high temperature and prevent de- decoloration and degradation of polymer material. Barium zinc, calcium zinc additives are very effective heat stabilizers for medical applications used polymer materials. Iron oxide and carbon black that are also widely used as heat stabilizer in silicon materials manufacturing. The next type is light stabilizers. These are chemical additives used to protect polymers, especially when that which contain a regular repeating units against degradation due to UV radiation. Mixture of metal salts, that is light stabilizers. These are certain chemicals that are required to added in polymer materials, and that material chemicals contain regular repeating units uh, of monomers, and that are used against degradation of polymer material due to UV radiations. Therefore, that are known as light stabilizers. Mixture of metal salts, that is metals, calcium, magnesium, zinc, barium, cadmium, tin, lead. These metal salts with different monoalkyl H phosphonate that are used as light stabilizers. Zinc derivatives of monoalkyl H phosphorates that are also used as UV stabilizer for cellulose, polyester, and other materials. Then next is these are light stabilizers, and this next are UV stabilizers. When polymer material exposed to ultraviolet radiations, that leads to degradation of polymer materials, that affects on physical properties of polymer materials, and against this UV radiations certain chemicals are used in that are added in polymer material during manufacturing, that are that UV stabilizers at concentration below 1% improve the light transmission, due to which less deterioration of the mechanical properties of polymers is observed. The benzotriazoles are used as UV stabilizers in polymer synthesis. Then next materials required to add in a polymer material during their manufacturing, that are dyes and pigments. First are colorants. These are chemical compounds used to color plastic. They are available in the form of dye and pigments. So as to made that plastic material more attractive, color is essential thing for that plastic equipment, and therefore so as to color that polymer material, dyes and pigments are added during their manufacturing. That colorants is selected depending upon type of polymeric resin, type of polymer. Dye are usually used with polycarbonates, polystyrene, and polyacrylic polymers. Colorants must satisfy some characteristics, that is, it must be chemically compatible with base resin. It must be suitable to match with color standard by chemically stable that must be able to impart stable color to that polymer material. Some common examples for colorants are given here, that is Sudan strain, oil blue, derylide pigments that are used so as to color the polymer material. Then antistatic agent that are used to minimize, that are added to polymers to minimize the buildup of electric charge in plastic materials. That is, development of static charges on plastic surfaces disrupts the processing procedure and also can be issue for hygiene and aesthetics. Antistatic agents can be external and internal. With external agent, the plastic is coated by spraying the spray spray the surface of polymer, while internal agents are added during manufacturing. Antistatic agents include fatty acids, esters, ethoxylates, amines, quaternary ammonium that are used as antistatic agents. That is, they used to remove these static charges developed on the surface of polymers. They used to remove static charges developed on the surface of polymers. Then curing agents. That curing agents toughing or hardening the polymers by cross-linking the polymer chains. They used to make polymer more tough, more hard, and they done that by cross-linking the polymer chains. When additives are activated by UV radiations, this process is called UV cure. And curing agents are applied to polymer surfaces to facilitate the bonding of molecular components of the material. Stronger the bonds, harder is the polymer surfaces. They are mainly of three types. First types includes active hydrogen containing compounds and their derivatives. Second type includes anionic and cationic initiators. They are used to catalyze homopolymerization of epoxy resins. And examples of curing agents are tertiary amines, secondary amines, and metal alkoxides that are anionic initiators for epoxy resins. Third type of curing agents are called reactive cross linkers. They have higher equivalent weight and cross linked with secondary hydroxyl groups of epoxy resins. That curing agents examples are polybasic acids, polyamines, polythiols, and polyols that are used for curing vegetable oil based epoxy resins. Then 2,4,6 tri dimethyl aminomethyl phenol that are maybe sometimes used as accelerate in anhydride based polymer materials. This is about that introduction to polymer chemistry. We try to cover all that discussion of all that uh, part of polymer chemistry which is for TYBSc level. Use different publication books, that is Himalaya and Shet publication, that are Saujanya publication, that are for more detailed study. You can use some reference books from our library. Thank you very much.